everybody, welcome to Kame House Party. It's Aaron.
And Vince.
And this is a podcast where we watch Dragon Ball, all the episodes that ever existed, and then we talk about it in a comedic fashion. Included in that comedy are humorous observations, improvised comedy scenes, banter between hosts, and two non-white guys talking.
Not to mention hate for Nick Cannon.
And other characters. Musical guests.
A piece of toast.
Whatever comes to our mouth.
And your host, buttered bread.
My dad's from the north. He's from Indiana.
He's from the north?
Yeah. Yes, he's from the frozen realms.
Oh, okay.
That is the state of Indiana. Mm-hmm. But he's like fucking old school. So like every meal, there was bread and butter. No matter what we had.
Really?
And my mom's from Thailand, like we could have fucking the most non-American thing in the world. And he would have to have like bread and butter.
Bread and butter.
At the table.
I love it.
And I didn't realize that was like kind of weird until like I got into other people's homes.
And no, isn't that weird?
Like, this isn't a fucking restaurant. What are you, the Monopoly guy? I'm like, I'm just a child.
Yeah, traditions, it's the little things that like when you're growing up that your family does that no other family does. I can't think of any examples of mine.
You can't think of how you're weird?
No, I mean, well, my dad's weird because he wouldn't let anybody in the kitchen while he's cooking. Like, that's his space.
Vince, you were poisoned.
I know.
You got out just in time.
No, I also think he injected growth hormones into the food so I would grow tall. It's like, I want a tall son. Honey, give me the growth hormone.
Well, I'm not allowed in the kitchen, so.
Curses. My own rules.
Rules is rules.
Rules is rules.
Rule 1, rules is rules. Rule 2, no one goes in the kitchen while you're cooking.
Rule 3, I like to sleep.
I don't know if that's the rule as much as an opinion.
It's a rule.
But
it's a rule.
Rule 4, don't question me.
Rule 4, no questions. We are both doing spot-on impressions of my father.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. White and Mrs. White. Thank you for listening.
They try.
They're very sweet.
They do try. My mom, I found out, didn't know how to subscribe to a podcast. She said, I only know where to go if you send me a link and I can click on it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
That's how everything else works in this wackadoo world of ours.
Yeah. I was like, you know what, Mom? You get it.
Your mom's fidget spinning, vaping, and doing bottle flips. She doesn't have time to click 2 buttons. You know, this talk about family and fun is just a little soupçon of what's to come in this episode as we get into the nitty-gritty of Dragon Ball. But the next up on our list of things to do is the 1-minute roundup.
Ah! Ah!
Mrrr.
Ah!
Hey, Vulture, I'm not dead yet.
Ah! I could see you. I could see you. You're slowing down near the back of the herd. I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you.
Just 'cause I don't produce milk anymore. And I'm way behind my herd. And I have 3 legs.
And you look delicious.
I mean, I've been told that. I accept that compliment.
Has anybody ever told you? You look like a healthy sow. With shriveled udders. Oh, I could eat you up. Oh, oh.
Weirdly, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said.
I think you look like Bessie
From a vulture.
on all the ads. You know, the ads on the sides of buildings. They're like, Bessie produces the best milk in Utah. You look
those udders are fake. She's had a lot of work done, is what I hear around the patch.
Are you serious?
and see. What a complex vulture and cow we got going on.
Look, I'm not saying anything except Pixar or Illumin. No, this is an Illumination ass movie.
Yeah, look, this is right after Smurfs 4. Why not?
This is after Smurfs 4, and it's a pseudo sequel to not the North Star.
Norm of the North, whatever that Rob Schneider polar bear movie is.
Yes,
where Rob Schneider was a polar bear.
Brother Bear.
No,
What?
There's a movie. All right. Anyway, look. First of all, that's whenever one of us breaks is when we end the intro to the 1 Minute Roundup. 2, there's a movie that came out like 2 years ago where Rob Schneider played a polar bear. It was an animated movie. It was like Norm of the North. 3, what comes next is a 1 Minute Roundup proper where one of us has to summarize everything that has happened in Dragon Ball thus far for you, the audience. But you have to do it in less than a minute.
Oh, boy.
This is so you, the audience, don't have to go back and listen to every episode we've made. You don't have to go back and watch every episode of Dragon Ball. But if you do, and you can, then, man, you're cooler than Cool Topic.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. I'd give you so many snaps for that.
3 or 5. Nope, just 4. Hey, if you do it, maybe more. But it is Vince's turn this time to round everything up. Vincent, are you ready?
No, but I'll do it anyway.
All right. At your leisure, sir.
Oh my gosh, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. So this little boy named Goku meets a blue-haired girl named Bulma. Boy, oh boy. They run into this little goblin guy named Pilaf as they're looking for the Dragon Balls, and he wants them to dominate the world. And they stop him. Then Goku's like, I want to get strong and train with Master Roshi, who's kind of a pervert. He meets Krillin, who's got 6 dots on his head because he's kind of a monk. They fight. Goku loses to his master, who is in disguise as this other pervert who could read minds. And then Goku's like, I need to find that 4-star Dragon Ball because my grandpa gave it to me, and I love him very much, and that's what I want to do. So he goes off, and he fights a bunch of colonels and generals from the Red Ribbon Army. He beats up a tower. He climbs a tower, meets a cat that trains him to be super strong, and he beats a mercenary. And then he's like, you know what I got to do now? I got to go to their headquarters. I got to go to that Red Ribbon Army headquarters, and I'm going to beat up Commander Red. And then Commander Red is like, I wanted the Dragon Ball so I could be tall because I'm short. And then his second in command, Administrator Tall, is like, I'm going to put in a mech suit, and I'm going to beat this kid up, and now I'm the general. And that's time.
Yay.
Whew.
My favorite part was when he beat up a tower.
He did beat up a tower.
He kind of did, yeah.
He beat up an entire tower. Just like he beat up an entire base in last week's episode.
All right, so anime series. Funimation, if you're listening. Toei. It's someone beating up buildings. But they're like anthropomorphized from another dimension, whatever.
The buildings
It's just
are?
someone wrestling the buildings. It's just someone wrestling buildings. And so the final episode is like, you think it's just one skyscraper, but it's the entire city of New York that one person has to like wrestle.
I like this.
You see it, right?
Yeah, I see it.
You see it in your whole brain head, yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's like Pacific Rim, John Boyega versus the Empire State Building. Pacific Rim 3.
This building's getting beat up. I don't know. He's British.
He is British, but he's American in Pacific Rim 2. Because he's Idris Elba's son. More perfect casting there has never been.
Hey, man, real quick. So, you know how in Star Wars, normally everyone has a British accent?
Yes.
Why did they let John Boyega have a British accent in episode 7, The Force Awakens?
I don't know.
Everyone else does.
Everybody else does.
It's canon.
What if in the new one, he has a British accent? What if they were just like, oh shit, we fucked up. Hopefully nobody
After
knows.
he wakes up from his space space coma.
From his space coma.
Well, you've got a space British accent now, but other than that, you're great. Your midichlorians are normal.
What? Why do I all of a sudden want tea and crumpets in space?
Oh yeah, that's a side effect of it. Broad stereotypes.
Why am I covered in soot?
Hey, there's no chimneys in space. I'm baffled by that one.
Listen. I need to find
As
Ray.
a robot doctor.
I need to find Ray, you android motherfucker.
Ooh. Whoa. Words hurt. Second.
I'm British. Brexit.
She went off to Space Island.
Spice Island.
Come again?
Huh? You heard me. I said Space Island.
Say that again.
Spice Island.
Spice. Today's sponsor is Spice Island.
Spice Island.
And
C.
Yeah, man. Why that? Why that happen?
Look, they make weird decisions all the time with those movies. So I just chalk it up to, like, they wanted one American sounding character for the American audience, even though we don't really care.
But that's... Yeah, Ray was... Wait a minute. Ray got to be British, right?
Yeah.
You have everyone's space boyfriend, Oscar Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
Poe Dameron. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, he seemed more... No, was he British?
No. He's Hispanic, correct?
Oscar Isaac is indeed space Hispanic.
Space Hispanic.
Space
basic.
His...
Vince, we gotta get out of here.
we keep digging this hole.
All we're saying is we're jazzed about the Last Jedi, and that the final piece of this Dragon Ball shaped puzzle is that we watched two separate versions of the episode. I watch the English subtitled version. Vince watches the English dubbed version. And this is because there are usually differences that are fun to compare and contrast in a comedic manner. And that starts with the title, or maybe not.
Okay.
I think you tell me. So my title for episode 68 of Dragon Ball, for this subtitled, is The Last Dragon Ball.
Ditto. Yeah, it's just The Last Dragon Ball. It's
the rare occurrence where it's the same title, but also it doesn't make a lick of sense.
It doesn't
a
make
little
sense. Bit. I mean, it does in the fact that, spoiler alert, they only have one more Dragon Ball left to find. But they don't look for it at all in this episode. Also, spoiler alert, which made me upset.
And I don't know if this title is the fact to gloss over that, like, what we wanted to happen didn't happen. Look, I'm upset at this episode.
I think we both are.
It hurt me. I feel like it made some promises that it did not deliver on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to return it.
If I rented this episode or bought this episode, I would take it back to Best Buy.
Take it back to the Dragon Ball factory.
Take it back to Best Balls. I mean, let's just jump right into it. Like, caveat here, listeners. If you watch this episode, you already know this, but there's just not a lot here. There
is not. First thing I noticed was that, I don't know if this is going to lead to anything, but that robot has a potbelly. It's a little potbelly robot.
It does have a potbelly. So Administrator Tall is in a mech suit from the jump, picking up right where we left off. And yeah, that robot's got a potbelly.
But then again, I look back and I think all the robots have a potbelly.
Like the peel-off machines, they do have potbellies.
Yeah.
All the mechs have potbellies.
So easy answer, that's just what Toriyama likes. That's just his kink when it comes to robots.
Give my robots potbellies.
So round.
I want them to be able to laugh and hold their robo-bellies.
Look, I put little Santa hats on them.
You already made me take those off, so they're out. Just keep the potbellies.
All my robots were supposed to be Santa Claus. We compromised. Just let me have a potbelly. You can say, I don't know, gears are in there. Whatever. Helps you sleep at night.
Yeah, because what is in there? I want to know.
I mean...
Is that where the fuel is kept? A ham sandwich. That's where they keep their lunches.
Toriyama, why does every robot have a lunch compartment?
Isn't it obvious?
I mean, I assume that's where they keep their lunch.
And what more do you want from me?
Traditionally, robots aren't known to eat lunch.
Who are you? How long have you been working here?
I'm the fun police. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. HR. Yeah, turn that siren. You better go on back to HR, you dummy.
Hey, that's an infraction.
Oh, is it an infraction? Is it an infraction? Get out of my face.
You know, I'm writing you a ticket.
You know the next robot I draw? It's going to have a wristwatch.
What? But his internal clock.
Well,
he doesn't need it.
He can't have an external clock? I'm Toriyama, man.
All right, and see.
And C.
But speaking of lunch,
Ooh, transition game.
the first kind of scene that we get is we see the boss squad still traveling
They have been
to
flying,
the Red Ribbon base.
Like, they've been flying so long.
I don't know if they're waiting for clearance to land or if they're real dumb.
Or did they get lost in the mountains?
Maybe all those little incidental run-ins
True.
threw them off track.
All two of them. They
But,
fought a
like-
shark missile and they missed hitting Colonel Violet.
I don't know, man. It's like Red Ribbon Base is east. Oh no, we're going north. Better change it.
But they don't even reference the fact that it's taking them so long, except for Bulma is like, is this as fast as this thing can go?
Bitch, you built it.
Yes. This is all your
a better
proprietary
one.
technology.
But the best thing through this whole dumb exchange is a quote from Launch. And I hope you're ready.
I am.
All right. Are you sitting down?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay, cool.
Cheeks on seat.
All right. My gun's throbbing and could start spraying out bullets at any time.
What?
Ooh, my bazooka's about to blow all over your small village.
My handgun is so hard. It's tempered steel, and I've got an itchy trigger finger. Bang, bang.
Call 1-900 Army.
Army
Sex.
party. Army sex party.
Yeah, it's one of those hotlines that, like, what's spelled out is way too long to be
Oh,
a
yeah,
phone
yeah, yeah.
number.
So you just have to keep pushing buttons until you figure out where the number starts or ends.
What a weird thing to say in general.
I think so.
I mean, she's taking it back. Take back that phallic symbol, baby.
I mean, that's why Launch is feminist icon. But yeah, I don't necessarily get that in the English
I'd assume
version.
not.
There's a lot more of like, I let me at him, like, you know, that kind of deal. She's all gruff and
Put him up.
yeah, somehow from New York. The Ball Squad in this episode is just, they're arguing constantly. Oolong is forever the pessimist, right? He is
Oh, you're gonna
saying,
skip to that part?
was there something you wanted to go back to?
No, I know there's some battling before. There's a fun bit with Oolong
Yeah.
that I have questions about, but that's a little bit later.
Okay, let's get to the battle first then.
Well, there's a battle. The end.
Goku kicks a nuke. He kicks a nuke into a mountain.
We go back to the base and we see death. We just see dead people.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like, hey, remember when Goku murdered everyone? Well, here's your reminder. Then, like, Administrator Tall, with the battle jacket, goes into this, I call it a death blossom, from the movie The Last Starfighter.
Okay.
Because he just spins around and shoots things.
Yeah.
And we think Goku's taken out. And, like, I guess there were soldiers that were hiding in the base.
I mean, they were all hiding in the base.
Well, I thought everyone had either died or left.
Right, because they showed 2 evacuation sequences, but I guess a lot of them decided just to hang around and see what happened.
Pop quiz, hotshot. You're in the Red Ribbon Army.
Gotcha.
You needed those bennies.
Right.
You wanted to pay for college,
Okay.
which they're not going to do. Spoilers.
Oh.
The kid, the child who has beaten all of the toughest generals, is attacking your base. Do you fly away? Do you stay and hide until things cool over? Or do you fight?
If I was a soldier, I would stay and hide and try to pull a Violet. I would like stay, hide, try to steal as much cool stuff as I could, and then sell it and start a new life somewhere else. I would calmly walk away.
And then,
Yeah, just whistling, twirling a pocket watch around my finger.
as like explosions go off in the background,
Because, like, there's no consequences. You're out of there.
it's a clandestine organization. Like we said, no sovereign rule over anything. Yeah, there's no force coming to get you back. Like, just leave.
Just walk away, folks.
Yeah, man.
There's no Inglorious Bastards where somebody's like, when you get to the States, what are you going to do with that uniform?
I mean, great scene if Goku started drawing RRs into people's foreheads. Oof, a doofa.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, look, they're Nazis. Plain and simple.
We knew this was coming for a long time, folks. Now we're just saying it.
Yeah. That's why it's so great when they get beat up.
It is. That's why Wolfenstein 2 is a great game. Because you're just killing Nazis.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not even.
Yeah, we're taking the hard, firm stance that we don't like Nazis.
Look, it might be an unpopular... All right, I'm done. I don't want to go any further.
I dare say hate.
That's a strong word, Aaron.
Yep.
It's a strong word.
I got a strong opinion about Nazis. Hate them. And their thinly veiled counterparts.
So
Goku lives, by the way.
Yeah, Goku lives through everything, right? So Administrator Tall shoots a big thing at him. They think they won. He's chanting victory in the sky. Goku reappears. He shoots a nuke at him.
Like, he's going to blow up the base.
Yes.
And every soldier that is there is freaking out.
Right.
Goku has a pretty good line when he sees the nuke. He goes, "It's another one of those bomb things."
Okay. I have a different line.
All right.
He says, "That thing looks mean." Which version of the show do you think Goku is more intelligent in? Do you think the Japanese version gives him more intelligent lines than the English version?
I think the American version makes him more cold because he just sort of it seems like he's more aware of what's going on, but he just plays it off. With the Japanese version, he's like, if he doesn't know something, he'll ask a question. He's not as snippy.
Okay.
As it seems like in the American version. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong.
No. I think you're right. I think you're right there. Because I think it's partially due to the translation, right? They don't get all the subtleties. And so a lot of things do get ignored, or the lines don't always match the tone of what we just saw.
Because he's a little sass mouth in the American version, I feel like.
He has become that, yeah. In the last couple of episodes, he's got comebacks, he's got one-liners.
Yeah. Which he doesn't really in this. It's more in my version. It's definitely more focused on his love of battle.
Right.
And food.
And
just the hyper focus on that.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. Expert commentary from both of us on the differences between our episodes.
Yeah, you weren't expecting that.
You weren't expecting measured commentary, were you, audience?
Ooh. Well, dick fart pussy. There we go.
Just like...
Quota met.
I was going to say, just like we weren't expecting that, Bulma and company weren't expecting to see a nuclear explosion take off the top of a mountain. And at this point, they feel like all hope.
We did say he kicked, he deflected it.
He deflected it.
He kicked a nuke and said, "Boy, bye."
Yes. I mean, the explosion was so large that it shook the plane that the ball squad is on. And that's where we get pessimistic Oolong and everybody saying, not even Goku could survive that. Oh, I hope Goku wasn't anywhere near there. Oolong's holding flowers somehow.
Why did Oolong bring flowers?
Right.
Who is he going to, if Goku is dead, if we think about it logically for some reason, who is he giving these flowers to? Are they for him? Sorry for your loss. Thank you.
Oh, maybe he thinks he needs to give them to Chi-Chi.
His betrothed. He's that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. And he's going to swoop back in. He's going to swoop in.
Chi-Chi, if you need anything, I'm here for you.
Oh, Goku's gone. I miss Goku.
Come here. Here's a handkerchief.
Oh, thank you.
You know what you need? You need a spa day. Here are 2 tickets.
2 tickets? Why would I need 2 tickets?
Well, I thought, I don't want you to be alone in your time of need. I could take you. We'll get mani-pedis.
I know what you're at. I know what your game is now. Here's my laser beam. Smells like roast pork.
I smell delicious. Please eat me.
And
this is my thing, and scene.
And scene.
And Aaron, get out of here.
Aaron,
get out of here,
Aaron,
get out of here, you scamp.
What are you doing?
Psst, psst. No. No on the rug. No on the couch. Psst. Psst. Hey. Hey. Psst. Hey. No. No. Psst. No. Hey. Psst. No. Hey. All right. I'll NC myself. I mean, it's a good gag, but when you think about it, like, why are you bringing flowers, man?
Right.
Unless he's got him capsuled up at the ready. You never know.
I mean, of the Ball Squad, we can assume Krillin, Roshi, and Yamcha can handle themselves, right? They don't need weapons. But at this point, the only other person with a gun or with a weapon who could fight is Launch. So again, why Poir? What's Poir gonna do? What's Turtle gonna do? How are they going to help Goku even if he needed it? I don't understand.
Man, they just wanted to get everyone together.
Yeah, but we could have done that in a different way.
At a different time.
Right.
I bet this Red Ribbon base raid would have been done an episode early if we didn't have to deal with these knuckleheads.
They are being real knuckleheads. And the constant bickering just made me want to skip parts, which I rarely say. I don't usually want to skip any of the episode, but it was just so boring.
I mean, Roshi, even in all this, trying to hit on the ladies.
Oh, yeah.
We get a nice shot of Turtle face palm?
Face flipper?
Face flippering himself? Oh, boy. Not again.
Yeah, Roshi pulls the old, turbulence. There's still more turbulence. Let me hold your...
this turbulence.
It's making my pants fall down, this turbulence.
This turbulence is getting my dick hard.
This turbulence makes me want to grab boobies. Oh.
Oh, no. Roshi. Hey, that's me. Jail.
Jail.
Oh, it's a fun police shit.
Wee-oo.
What seems to be the problem, officer?
Mr. Roshi, we have multiple accounts of you being a sexist, perverted pig.
In the words of my boy Shaggy, it wasn't me. And see,
you're a monster. How could you do this to me? Shaggy references are my one weakness.
I thought that would explode it, and I kind of wanted to. I'm like, man, do I want to play this part of Roshi?
Oh, Aaron, that was perfect. Look, I think we can end the episode right here and now.
Well,
all right, do all this stuff. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram. False ending.
So Goku, he just punches through the battle jacket.
Punches through that potbelly. Gets himself a sandwich.
Explodes.
Yes.
And this is the end of Administrator Tall. It is.
It is. It clearly is. I mean, part of me didn't want him to go. I would have liked to see him come back up in a later episode, or it's some weird subplot, or maybe he has some weird change of heart. But it was his time.
The more these 2 episodes went on, the less I liked him, for sure.
Ideally, for me, he would have capped Commander Red just like he did, and then just walk away. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That would have been dope.
Here's my resignation.
And then just footsteps walking through a white doorway.
Rico, you are relieved of squad command. Yeah, that would have been good. He could have gone out a hero.
Mm-hmm. Or at least
Instead
a
of
cool anti-hero.
At that point, in my opinion of Administrator Tall, I would have been cool with him. Instead of this jerk.
Yeah, instead of the power-hungry monster he became.
We see, before we get to that, we see like the remains of the Red Ribbon base. And then, you know who we forgot about, Vince?
Who dat?
The Demon Cat.
Oh, yeah. How could I? Oh, my gosh.
You forgot about Demon Cat.
Forgot about Demon Cat.
It's just like a little shot to like, well, the Red Ribbon Army is officially done because it's like the flags on the wall is tilted. The little Demon Cat is there. He knocks over one of the pieces on the chessboard. And I thought it was all going to be a thing where it like looks at the camera. It's like, it was me the whole time.
Oh, that would have been great.
Wink. Looks like the cat did it.
He's sitting there. He's calling in the last general. He's like, I need you to do one more job for me.
Putting on an eye patch. Mm-hmm. Now for my wish. Infinite fish.
Did you say infinite fish?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's a wish I could get behind.
I'm ready to destabilize the world economy.
Fish is free.
Now we can stop overfishing the ocean.
Man, if Demon Cat only was able to have their wish granted, life would be better for everybody.
I think so.
I'm voting for Demon
fish.
Cat 2020.
It's the only sensible choice.
That would be the ad. It's the only sensible choice.
Like,
Demon Cat 2020.
That or why not? We've done worse.
Tell me about it.
If I was running for any political office, my slogan would be some sort of combination of all those.
I'm a political pundit.
I'm a warm body.
I'll talk to you.
Political humor. I just want to share 2 of my notes for the second half of the episode, where it's just, as we said before, it's just a boss squad arguing before they meet it with Goku, and then have a bunch of flashbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Like flashbacks to the last episode.
Yeah.
These are in all caps. Finally out of the jet, and then, I fucking hate this, you're wasting my time.
Same.
Because they just talk and argue, like, they sit down and like, let's make a plan of attack.
And, of course, they, for whatever reason, still defer to Roshi. They still defer to this guy when you know what he's about to do.
He's a master martial artist, Vince.
But he also suggests that they have a distraction. I don't know if this is different in your version.
Ooh, tell me.
But he's like, well, first we'll need a distraction. And that distraction will be Bulma looking for a date.
I mean, he said Bulma naked.
My God. That would be distracting.
Bulma looking for a date.
Yeah, Bulma looking for a date. That ought to do it. She walks into the door. I'm looking for a date.
I'm looking for a boy to murder.
Oh, no.
I want that reward, Zenny.
I mean, you got to get that reward, Zenny.
I don't know which one is worse. The naked or the date. A naked woman in a battlefield is distracting.
It's very distracting. So in that aspect, I would say that would be the better of the 2 options. But
she could still remain a safe distance.
Yeah. She could remain a safe distance. She could, do some dancing. It's one of those things where like one scout scans the horizon with his binoculars, sees this woman. It's like, oh my God. And then all of them are piling on to use one pair of binoculars. That's how I would write it, while like everybody else swoops in from behind.
Because like, okay, you're a guard.
Mm-hmm.
1, a woman comes up and asks for a date at the base you're guarding. That's immediately suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
And you are like, well, you're under arrest or under a murder.
You're under some bullets.
Yeah. That's not distracting. That's too obvious.
Right.
A woman naked, like say just running around, I would be like, I need more information. What is going on?
I gotta get down there.
Is this one of ours? What happened?
Is she a new recruit?
Yeah. Aside, like, take out like the comedic. Yeah, take out the comedy. Let's hold on comedy for a second.
All right, I'm holding the comedy button down.
All right. But yeah, aside from like the obvious gag of like a man sees a naked woman, an auga sound, tongue rolls out, hit head with mallet. That's like, you go and investigate that as a guard.
Yeah.
As opposed to a woman saying, how about a date? Like, well, you're obviously distraction. This is guarding 101.
Welcome to guarding.
All right, turn the comedy back on.
Okay, yeah, let's turn the comedy back on and get right into something.
All
okay.
right.
Welcome to guarding 101. I will be your guide through how to guard a base. Rule number 1. Distractions are your worst enemy. Distraction number 1A.
Hey, this video's real dumb, isn't it?
This woman
Shut up and try to listen.
wants to have a date with you. As a guard, what are your responsibilities?
Auga, am I right? Shut up. I'm taking notes.
Some of you may be saying, Auga, am I right? Some of you might think, why not take her on a nice date?
Right. I mean, she looks nice. I mean, maybe the date?
All of those are incorrect. What you should do as a guard is either detain or shoot this person.
I mean, okay.
Scenario number
guarding 101.
2 of guarding 101. A naked woman is outside of the base, or a naked person is outside of the base.
Well, that's a naked. They show the naked person. I'm surprised.
Take a good look.
Well, now they're zooming in on her bazongas. I mean, I'm still taking notes, but auga.
Auga is the appropriate response.
What? Wait, is this a Videodrome ring kind of thing? I feel like it's just responding to what I say.
Second response is to thoroughly investigate this situation. For reasons A, this could be a possible recruit. Reasons B, this is a possible distractionary tactic. Reason 3, auga.
All my notes are just auga. I mean, I guess that's what being a guard is about.
This has been Guarding 101.
Wait,
welcome
that's
to the Red Ribbon Army. And scene.
Scene. What a nice, so robust comedy.
The comedy button was released and boom, like a geyser it flows.
Yeah. We edged ourselves with comedy. And boy, oh boy, what a release.
What a release.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz.
Oh, what a release it is.
Sponsor. Yeah, Alka-Seltzer, come sponsor us.
Alka-Seltzer, you're back, baby.
And in innuendo form.
Woo, they never thought their ads could get so good. I did write down one quote from When They Land because I was like, who is this guy? Yeah, Yamcha jumps out of the plane first. And he says, everyone grab your gear and leave your fear. We got a Goku to save.
Ooh.
I was like, Yamcha, you bitch. Yes. Also,
you apes want to live forever? Let's go.
I wanted to point out that I guess they were all waiting to pull out their guns because when they get out of the plane, Bulma has a rifle and Oolong has a pistol.
What are you going to do? Cradle it?
I think so.
Like some sort of freak?
Yeah. Like launch? Cradle it like young launch?
That's clearly a fetishization. And also to show how tough she is.
True.
But also, like, you know what? Bulma and Oolong, they believe in concealed carry.
They do.
It's like, look, we're in the air.
We've known that about Bulma for years, though.
It's international waters up here in the sky. I can conceal carry without a license. You don't think I'm going to take advantage of that?
Never mind. I was going to go somewhere, but I was like,
yeah,
you know what?
Let's leave it at that.
Let's leave it at that.
You know what? I wasn't going to talk about this because really all of this is fucking boring. Not us. Hope not. Oh, God, now I'm subconscious.
No.
But Yamcha, I'll call him out on this. Launch does her character game of being ready to fuck shit up. And then Yamcha to Master Roshi, you're sure she's a girl? Yuck, 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 yuck.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yamcha, you piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll put him on blast.
Yeah, no, Yamcha, you're on notice. One more wisecrack like that, we're retconning you out of the... retconning you out of Dragon Ball.
She will kick your ass.
Because, yeah, that's not brought up in the English version at all.
Good.
This whole sequence of events is just...
It's them arguing, then they see something flying, they get scared, but then they realize it's Goku. Goku comes down.
They just talk about what happened. Yeah. Puar, like, for whatever reason, they couldn't come up with a plan. And so, like, I mean, if they had to help Goku, there was no plan. But in my mind, what they should have done, they have two shape-shifting beings, one of which can fly. And Yamcha's like, Puar, go look at the base to make sure Goku's not lying. I was like, what? Like,
oh, yeah, they had to, like, it was a weird thing, like, can you confirm that Goku actually went and beat everyone up?
This child who probably doesn't know what the concept of lying is.
Oh, that thing you saw turn to a giant ape?
Yeah.
That almost beat Master Roshi?
This child. that almost beat a martial arts master. You have to confirm.
Would've.
He would have, yeah.
Yamcha, you incredulous bastard. He's losing, like, he's already lost a lot of points, but he's losing a lot of points this episode.
Right.
The more I think about it. Both cool and regular.
Yamcha's on the downswing. Sell your Yamcha stock.
Yeah. Sell.
This has been Money Matters.
Take a baseball bat to a statue of Yamcha to prove my point.
We need more sirens in here.
Sir, we already have 50. She cannot take much more.
Look, I don't care if all of your ears bleed. I want them to know that it's time to fucking sell.
How about just a graphic that says sell and it blinks?
Done.
All right. I thought you were going to be against it, but cool. All right. What's up?
I hadn't thought about putting graphics in the show. I'll be honest. Look, when you've been doing this for as long as I have, getting a fresh idea into the production studio it just doesn't happen. So thank you.
Look, I know you love practical effects.
I do.
But it's you don't want to be 2000 and late. It's 2017.
2000.
You got to get with it.
2000 and late? Where'd you get that from?
It's a popular pop band called the Black Eyed Peas. It's one of their lyrics. I was making a joke. I'm sorry. I'll never joke again.
Those strange legumes. And see.
Come to the stage, the strange legumes. We're strange legumes. Hit it, boys.
Oh,
Peas. Oh, you thought they did that real music?
Yeah. Audience, you thought that was going to be a real song?
Not just a fuck around. Yeah, fuck a Yamcha. Here's the other weird thing. Launch, as soon as she conveniently sneezes, turns back into blue-haired Launch. And then she's like, oh, are we on a picnic? Then Puar takes her away from the group.
Right.
As their clip showing. As they're just reminiscing about what went on.
Right.
Why?
So, exactly. That's a great point, Aaron. I thought I had the same thing in my note. I was like, wait, we're about to get a recap. Why are you taking her away?
They treat her like someone with Alzheimer's. Like, all right, Grandma, that's enough excitement for one day.
Let's put on your gramophone so you can calm down.
Here, we're going to stick you in this corner.
Oh my God.
And never touch you. Goodbye.
Puar is so condescending. I mean, after that, though, we get what we've been talking about. Some flashbacks. Goku explaining why he's after all 7 now. He's going to save Bora, bring him back. Tells Roshi they climb Korin Tower.
Ooh, we get a pic. We get some hot footage, though.
Yeah, we do. We get young Roshi.
Same smile. beautiful hair.
He's got a beautiful head of hair.
That's about it.
I was kind of expecting him to be bald, though. Were you?
Not really. It was just fun to see him. I was just too excited.
Like, I mean, this goes back to way back in the beginning, how we wanted a Roshi anthology film. Telling his tales.
I climbed a tower, and then trained there for 3 years. Well, this kid did it in 3 days. Well, shit.
I did like that.
My life was pointless.
Like, Roshi does say, like, Goku is, like, basically he's just like, Goku is amazing. You know, he did something in such a short time that took me 3 years. And, like, Roshi was like, and I used to brag about that. Like, he used to brag about it taking him 3 years to get the water.
So it's on your resume. It said you spent 2008 to 2011 getting water from a cat. Could you talk about that a little more?
Oh yeah, no problem. So as you know, I am a martial arts fan. I know a lot of techniques. I'm great with a copier. And I took some time off between college and getting a job, and I climbed a tower and I chased a cat around. Yeah, I chased a cat around. I got real strong. It was 3 years of my time that I forever am grateful. I got a lot of connections. It was just a really good experience.
Let me interrupt you here for a second. It seems like what you're telling me is that you stayed in your apartment, your 12th floor apartment, for 3 years and played with your cat. And, like, maybe did some calisthenics. Is that accurate to say?
Yes. Yes, it is. But I do think I would be a great employee here at Pop Copy.
I was going to say BuzzFeed. He's going to be like, well, welcome to BuzzFeed. Also, I don't know what Pop Copy is.
Pop Copy was like a FedEx Kinko's.
Well, NC. Hey, well, you know, Roshi's hired. That's good. He's getting out of the house.
Yeah, he's getting off that island.
But you kind of put it there. The Roshi is like, oh man, he's stronger than me. Then Yamcha and Krillin. Yamcha, one of the funniest things he says is like, man, I thought me and Goku were at the same level.
That was never the case.
Oh, Yamcha, you fucking dummy.
Like, literally never the case.
Yeah, all that lifting weights in the park put you at the same level as an alien child.
But, yeah, he says something similar, but I wanted to point out, I don't know if this happened in your version of the show, but after Goku tells everybody about Korin Tower, Puar floats into frame.
Oh, yeah.
And tells a joke. It goes a little something like this. Hey, guys, if Korin was in the Red Ribbon Army, what would Korin be? And everybody's like, I don't know, Puar. What?
Jesus, what? Goku almost died, but go on. Finish your joke.
A colonel. Get it? Corin? Colonel?
Coronal? I feel like you said it. Look, go back in the mirror with your little hairbrush and practice again.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so you murdered a bunch of people, Goku? Continue talking about that.
And scene. But yeah, Puar gets thoroughly embarrassed by the way the joke didn't hit. I was like, of course not.
Oh,
you
yeah,
dumb
like,
cat.
I'm sorry, bud. Hey, man, we know those beats. you got to take those lumps.
That's how you get better.
His was just a pun.
Oh, okay.
Because I guess there's a type of snack that sounds like Korin. He's like, oh, I love a Korin snack. We should get some later. And everyone looks at him. He's like, oh, shit. I fucked up.
Why did we bring him?
You're right, everyone. We shouldn't have brought her. But other than that, that's where we leave off. I think they're going to go replace the Dragon Radar. And Yamcha and Krillin, it looks like, are going to go adventure with Goku.
Right.
Which, I've been tricked before, Dragon Ball. But that sounds like fun. but you might not show that. You might just have Goku do everything, and Krillin and Yamcha are like, "Wow, he's great." Well, they
I bet
knit
you.
or some
I bet
shit.
you.
I don't know.
In the next episode, Krillin throws a total of 6 punches, and Yamcha throws 2 punches, and Goku probably beats up a building. Equal share.
He headlocks the stadium. But yeah, you know what? Speaking of headlocks, you can deprive our brain of oxygen by using social media to get in contact with us.
Oh, nice.
We're on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, Kame House Party. You can write to us, kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. Let us know what you think of this episode. Mm-hmm. Were you also bored out of your mind?
Yes. I would like to know how everybody else felt about this episode.
Not enough Star Wars references.
Not enough Star Wars references. Are Roshi's impressions getting better or worse?
Yeah.
Leave comments and stuff on whatever podcatcher of your choosing. That helps our episodes get out there a little bit more. You guys are already amazing for listening so much, but just that little bump might help us get out to more people. So just subscribe, tell your friends about us. We tell all our friends about you guys because you're great. Feel free.
Yeah, that's right.
I talk about you all the time.
We're talking about you behind your back. It's all good, though.
Yeah, it's all good. Oh, my gosh. People think that you guys are just the sweetest, the bestest, the most anime fanist of them all. And if you want, you can reach out to Aaron on Instagram at Ajax Shelton or at Aaron J. Shelton on Twitter. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at VINT_E. You could also catch me on PlayStation Network because I am, prepping for that new Destiny 2 content. The Kame House Party clan still exists. If you're playing Destiny, join us.
Hey, I'm on Xbox Live. You can find me at Small Town Cinema. I'm actually playing something that you can join. I'm playing Warframe. I'm getting into that.
Oh, I'm about to download that right after we get off.
Guys, I know it came out in 2013, but it's really fucking good. And if nothing else, you get to fly around. You get to be a space ninja and fly around maps.
Ninjas.
It's pretty good.
That's if you enough said.
Look, you're not playing
Destiny. Space ninjas.
Look, you're not playing Destiny for what? Another few weeks?
I mean, I jump in and out.
But I mean, look, we all know what you're all waiting for. You're waiting for that sweet update.
That sweet Osiris expansion.
Yeah.
Going to Mercury.
Yeah, Warrior Killing Time, come travel the solar system as a space ninja instead of a space wizard.
Space ninjas or space wizards. You can't go wrong.
Whoever wins, we win. 'Cause
we also win.
Man. And on that note, let's do what we always do, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Keep fighting.